Okay, I hit record. So I'm recording this now. So, Carrie, did you have any announcements or anything you want to go over before I get started?
Just recognizing our top personal volume for the week, which was Britt Trier again. She's rocking it out every week. Um, Trying to think what was the incentive for? Oh yeah, if you get to
Shift
success,
shop shirt.
yeah, for August though.
Oh, yeah.
If you get to Success Club by the 20th of this month, Carl's giving everybody a shirt, a free shirt. So I don't know, but I went on vacation this past week, and every single day my wardrobe was something Beachbody, and I loved it. And so whenever I go out, I wear my Beachbody stuff because that's just a walking billboard for yourself and your business. So I'm trying to think. I feel like there's something missing. Oh, no. Oh yeah, there's an Emerald group, Emerald Factory. Has it started? I think it starts this week. So if you're looking to get to Emerald, join that group. It's hosted by Injuvo, so it's a team-wide group. And if you're not sure what Emerald is, it just basically means that you have a coach on each leg. And there's super benefits to it that you start getting free customers that sign up without a coach, and they'll be assigned to you. And you start earning team bonus cycles. So every 300 personal volume underneath you and your downline, you will get $14, and that is this first stepping stone until Diamond. I know that once you hit Emerald, we tell you to go Emerald again up until you get to Diamond and build a strong Diamond foundation. So take advantage of that Emerald group. So I feel like there's more, but I think that's it.
There's the Emerald group that's happening now, and then there's the Diamond 7-day group too. If you're really close to Diamond, you have 6 active coaches, and I think maybe an Emerald, then you can be in the Diamond group, and you just have to send Ruth your roadmap. That starts this week, I think. So if you're not in that, you can get in that.
Right. And getting to Diamond, push, because August 17th, if you get to Diamond, you're in for that Diamond bonus of $250. So totally worth it.
Yes. Okay, so tonight I wanted to go over finding your niche and like your people, and really just, especially if you're trying to build to Diamond, that's all about building business coaches, not about discount coaches and not about customers. Although, yes, clearly you should be adding new customers, and having challengers every month. And a lot of those challengers can transfer into coaches as well. But you also need to just be inviting to the business and sharing about that and finding your people that you want on your team, because it really is quality over quantity. Like, it doesn't matter if you have 40 coaches and you don't relate to any of them, and they're not going to be the kind of people that you want to have on your team. So how do you find those people that are your tribe? Like, how do you do that? So I think right now, especially with the generation that we're in and the time we're in, things are moving towards Instagram instead of Facebook. Facebook, you can find people through groups, but there's so many people right now on Facebook selling things. So many people selling things that Facebook has kind of gotten flooded with that. And I know that a lot of people are moving to only having Instagram because they're tired of Facebook and tired of that. So the other nice thing is Instagram, you can search for certain people. You can search things that are related to their photos. You can search specific locations like your hometown or places you love to visit, things like that you can't necessarily do on Facebook. I think Facebook's still great for finding challengers and stuff, but as far as finding those people that you're just 100% connect with right when you see their page and you're like, this is me, this is my person. I think Instagram is really where that is at right now. Another cool thing about Instagram, so Facebook, it's not necessarily as acceptable to just friend request some random person and start talking to them that you do not know at all, especially if you have no mutual friends. It's one thing if you have mutual friends, but it's kind of weird to friend request someone or start messaging someone that you don't know at all and they don't have any mutual friends with you. However, Instagram, it's not. Like, you can follow people that you have no idea who they are and like and comment on their pictures, and it's not weird. Like, it's acceptable. So I think that that's a big part of why things are moving more to Instagram. And I'm going to share my screen with you guys, or I am sharing it. Okay. So I opened up my Instagram on my computer because it's a lot easier to do this from a computer than it is your phone, I think, personally. But if you go onto your Instagram, if you don't have one yet, then if this is something that you're trying to work on, then you can get one. It doesn't matter if you don't have any followers yet or if you don't have any posts yet. That's not affecting you at all. So you can go on Instagram, and the cool thing is you can search for, so first I want you to like make a list of things that relate to you and hobbies that you have. So if you're a teacher, if you are a hiker, if you are a vet, if you are a mom of 3 kids, if you are a whatever your hobbies are. Like for me, I love volleyball. I like fashion. I like discount, like bargain shopping and finding like those discount things. I love my dog, so like dog mom stuff, or my Jeep, or being outside or being at the lake, things like that. So finding things that relate to you. For example, like I'm a recent college grad. I have related to being a broke college student, things like that. So finding those things that are relatable to you or that you have hobbies or attraction to or interest in. And so writing a list of those things down, and then you can use some of those as hashtags on Instagram. And if you can even search like in Google, good hashtags, good volleyball hashtags. And it will give you like some of the top hashtags to use for that. So you want to try to use hashtags that have, you want some really popular ones where you have the chance of maybe your post like going viral, but then you also want ones that aren't as popular. So you want to use some that maybe only have like 100 to 500 people have used that hashtag, because that means that if someone goes to that, your post is going to be easily seen within that because there's not very many. Whereas if you use a hashtag that 100,000 people used, probably chances are, unless your post goes viral, most people aren't going to see it. So you kind of want to use a mixture of both. You can use up to 30. I recently learned you should be putting them in the comments, not in your post, and you should be using like 27 to 29, because if you use 30 every single time, Instagram will like block you like how Facebook does sometimes and say you're not using it for like the right reasons and you're using too many hashtags. So try to use 27 to 29 in your comments of your pictures. Another cool thing to find people on Instagram is you can find a page. And I'm not talking about another coach, or I'm not necessarily even talking about another fitness professional, but say like for me, I am really into volleyball. So if I go to like our college's volleyball page, then I was trying to see the chat if someone had a question. Can you separate the hashtags in multiple comments and be okay? You can still only do 30, no matter how many comments you do. It's only 30. But you can comment, say you comment 29 hashtags, you could leave that up for a few days, and then you could delete that comment, go back and do more hashtags or new ones, or repeat the same ones and bump your picture back up to the top. So that's something you can do as well. So say I go to like this Washington State volleyball page, and then what I want to do is click on their followers, because this is going to show me all the people that are following Washington State volleyball, which is something that I have an interest in, and probably people that I might connect with. So then I can just open in a new tab a bunch of these people. And if they are someone, when you open these, if there's someone, you look at their profile, like this person. If it's private and you can't see their stuff, then I don't even bother looking at it. Sorry, my computer's being slow. What was the chat? You don't also trying to want to find people that don't have a ton of followers already. So this girl, I might like quickly look through. Personally, it looks like she's really young to me, like maybe 18 or 19, so I'm probably not going to follow her. But I can go to another person and I can check out their profile. Like this girl clearly already, maybe she's already a coach. She's doing the program, so I could look more into that and see if she's just a challenger or if she's actually a coach or what. And then I could go to the next person. Okay, so this person's private, so I wouldn't follow them. This person's private, so I wouldn't follow them. This girl looks like she goes to WSU and she played volleyball in high school, so maybe I want to follow her. So I could just follow her, and then I could comment on a couple of her pictures, like one picture. I just said cute bikini. And then I could like maybe 3 of them. And I would just like a few of her pictures and comment on one of them. And then what you can do is say that they follow you back or they comment back. Then you can start forming that relationship and with them. So then I could ask her, because clearly she models. She's also from Seattle, which is close to where I live. So I could ask her something about like, did you grow up in Seattle? I'm, on this part of the state as well, or what year are you at WSU? I'm a recent grad. Just start making conversation and forming that relationship with her through Messenger, and then that's someone that you can invite later. And I know if you're using Teamsy or whatever you're using to track, but if you're using Teamsy, it gives you the option to say where you sent the message of invite or form or whatever you did from, and you can put Instagram, and you can even put in their Instagram handle in there to track it. So then you know still who you've talked to and everything like that. So that is my suggestion as far as like finding people, is using people's pages that are really popular, that are not other coaches, or, sometimes it's okay if they're another fitness person, but not Beachbody. Generally, like, you probably don't necessarily want to do a CrossFit person, because the people with that are probably already doing CrossFit, unless you're someone who's doing CrossFit. But I would say trying to find things that aren't necessarily fitness people. So maybe I'll go to like Jeep Girls. I can use that hashtag, and then I can look at all the posts, and a lot of times I can find pages that feature other Jeep Girls. So for example, this page, no, not that one.
Jace, come here.
Some of these, let's see. I think probably like, let's see if this is. So this is like a Jeep Wranglers page. So if I go to that page, a lot of times they'll tag people in the posts of whose Jeep it was. So like this, the orange Jeep. So then I could click that person and I could go through their profile and check them out and see if it's someone I liked, and vice versa. So you can just do that with a bunch of different hashtags or pages in particular. So like this is a girl who commented on, no, that's not a girl, that's a guy, sorry. But you know, like this girl commented on it, so maybe I'll check out her page, and then I could go to her followers and I could look at people in her followers. So really you can just check out different people, different hashtags, different pages that are relatable to you, and you can find people that way. So that's a really nice way. I've found recently a lot of people that I connect with a lot more through Instagram than I've been able to on Facebook. So I can find, there was another one I did. Also, I suggest putting a Google form if you don't have one, or a Facebook event that you're going to do to find challengers or coaches in your bio of your Instagram, because then I've had people who I didn't even necessarily say in the picture or in the post, like, fill out the form in my bio if you're interested. Some of the people that have filled out the form have not even liked or commented on a picture. Or I had a girl comment on a picture that I didn't say anything about the form in my bio on the picture. And she said, hey, I just want to let you know that you're super inspiring and I've been following you. I filled out the form in your bio because I'm really interested in joining a challenge group. Let me know when you have time to get to it. I know you're really busy. So that picture, I didn't even say anything about filling out the form in my bio, but when people check out my profile and if they like what they see, then they might click that, and then it takes them to a form that's going to show them about coaching and about my challenge groups. And then I can just check that Google form periodically and see who has filled it out. So my form is a coach interest form. Carrie and I think have like really similar one. You can copy ours as well. You can just create your own Google form and copy and paste this stuff, but it has the webinar in it. And then it asks them if they're interested in a challenge group or coaching or both. So even if they're not interested in coaching, they can still say they're interested in a challenge group. It makes sure that they don't already have a coach. You can get their cell phone, their Facebook, their email, all from this, which is really helpful to contact them. Asking, if they have a coach already that they're working with, then if they do or not. And if they don't, then it's, totally game. If they do, you can still message them and figure out what's going on. Maybe they have a random coach, they don't even know who they are. Because I had a girl fill out my form the other day, and I almost didn't message her because she said she already had a coach. But then when I reached out to her, it was some random person she didn't even know. So she wanted to switch over to me. So I've had people fill that out that have not liked or commented or engaged on any of my posts before. So having that there is nice. Also, if you're going to be doing like a coach sneak peek or something and you're putting up, advertising for your sneak peek on your Instagram, you're doing a post about your sneak peek, you can say, check out the form, or, click the link in my bio to join the sneak peek or whatever. And you can put a link right here in your bio to the Facebook event. Or if you're someone who does a Facebook event for people interested in challenge groups, you can do that as well. So that is a way to find people and figure out like what your niche is, what your people are. Think about things that, you care about, things that you're passionate about. It doesn't have to be health and fitness. It doesn't have to be your job or necessarily who you are, just your interests, your hobbies, whatever it is. Maybe you're someone who loves journaling. You can find people that way. Maybe you're someone who, it's really anything. Like you can even find people in your area because you can search locations. So like, I think it's right here, actually. Let's see. It's different on your phone than it is on the computer. That's why I'm kind of like trying to figure this out on the computer, but so you can go to like the discover people. It'll give you ideas of people that maybe follow you already. Explore. A lot of times I find Explore page has a lot of other coaches on it, but sometimes I can find people that way. You can also search locations. I don't know if you can do this on the computer, but I know you can do it on your phone. Oh yeah, you can. So I can search this location, like Chelan, that's close to where I live, and a lot of people, young people my age, go there to go to the beach and hang out. So then I could find everyone that has posted a picture with the geolocation of Chelan, and I can just go through here, and if I find someone that looks someone I might be interested in checking out their profile at least, then, you know, I can click on them and I can see if it's someone I want to follow and interact with. So, like, this is really funny. My future child better be funny because I'm not spending 18 years fake laughing in my own house. So I think that's funny. This person might be someone I want to connect with. So I can follow them, like a few of their pictures, comment on one of them, and then see if in a couple days or a day or so they interact back. I'm having a lot of people, after I follow like a few pictures and comment on one, they're following me back and they're starting to like and comment on my pictures. So we're starting to build that relationship. So it's kind of cool that there's so many ways to find like the exact person you're looking for on Instagram, whereas you can't necessarily do that on Facebook. I think that is majority of what I wanted to share as far as that goes. Facebook, you can, you know, find groups that are interest groups as well, to find people in there, and then you can kind of just start posting. Like, I'm in a Lululemon group right now, and so sometimes I'll post stuff related to Lululemon, and whoever comments on it, I'll just add them as a friend. And then if they accept me back, some of them have started liking or commenting on my pictures, and then we can start forming that relationship. So does anyone have any questions? I know that was like a lot of information, or if there's anything you wanted me to go back over.
Is that how you basically got all those followers? Because that's a lot of followers you have.
So I did not start with like that many followers, and it's been growing a lot more recently since I've been doing this. But I also, you know, you have to remember it's going to take a little bit of time, just like everything else. So be patient, and you kind of figure out like what works for you. I know for me too, I've been trying to make my Instagram more visually appealing, because it's a lot different than Facebook. When someone goes to your Instagram, within like 3 seconds, they're going to decide whether they like your profile or not. So if it doesn't look visually appealing, if it looks like really messy, or pictures are all really, really close together and they're all totally different colors, like, it's not attractive to the eye. Whereas, you know, a lot of people do like the checkerboard pattern. So maybe it'll have quote, picture, quote, picture, quote, you know, so that it makes like a checkerboard pattern and that looks visually appealing. Or just having a color scheme, like maybe use the same filter on all of your pictures so that they all look similar. Or using an app like Photofy or something to Insta Square your picture, which just basically gives you that border, that white border around your picture. I can share my screen and show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. One sec. So, for example, this person is someone who really has a good. Why is it? So Jennifer Richardson, if you don't know who she is, she's another coach, but do you see how her profile has this white border like between her pictures, and it looks visually appealing? They also have somewhat of the same color scheme. Like, it's pretty light. It's bright colors and vibrant, but it's not light and then dark and then, you know, like, it looks visually appealing. And her photos are clear. There's space around them so that they're not all like coming together. She has quotes, she has pictures, she has things that are obviously important to her, like her kids and yoga and, other things that she likes to do or has interests about. So, for example, like this is a profile that's appealing, and so I've been trying to recently do more border around my pictures too, so that with the Insta Square, your pictures, which you can do on Photofy or other apps, and I've been trying to somewhat do the same filter on my photos. But I'm still working on making my profile more visually appealing too, because see down here how this is so much stuff, whereas up here it looks a lot lighter and more visually appealing. So I know I'm personally still working on that and trying to figure out, what works for me, but it's different for everyone. Different people have different profiles depending on, what works for you. So some people do really bright colors. Some people maybe only do black and whites. Some people, do the checkerboard pattern or like just pastel-y colors or whatever it is, but just making sure that your profile looks appealing, and then having a profile picture, because when you're on your phone, like this is so small, this profile picture, it's not like on Facebook. You also can't click on it. Like I can't see what her actual profile picture looks like. So making sure that it's one that's up close of your face or something that looks appealing and inviting to people. And then just putting a few blurbs in your bio about you. Like she has empowering women to give. Don't say Beachbody coach. Like don't say all that stuff. You can say fitness professional, or you can say boss babe or CEO or whatever, but don't put like a bunch of Beachbody stuff, because then that's the first thing people see and they're like, oh, sales, I'm out. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Was there another chat? Oh, Jen Richardson, yeah, she's talking on the wake up call. She's like a boss at Instagram, so be on that call for sure. Does anyone else have any other questions, or maybe you have input of something that's worked for you? No.
No, I think this was really helpful because I know some of my coaches have been asking me about Instagram, and I am just starting myself. So this is really helpful. I just need to figure out my hashtags.
Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, I've changed them a lot too. And you can always comment some and then go back and do different ones if it didn't work for you. Another thing I would do is type out those hashtags and save them in the notes or the memo of your phone. So, and you can even save a couple different, like 30 and then a different 30 and a different 30 or something. And then just copy and paste those into the comments, because it's annoying to try to type it out every time. So definitely save those. And sometimes I'll like go to people's things I like and I'll see what hashtags they use, and then maybe I use similar ones. And you can always hashtag things too, like the day of the week or photo of the day, or you can Google like what are the most popular hashtags this week or this month, and it'll come up and show you too. So there's just play with it and see like what works for you. I'm still learning too, but so far, like, this is what's been working for me. So, because I find a lot of people too don't even have Facebook. Like, I'll ask them, okay, once we start messaging, like, do you have Facebook? And no. So, sometimes if they're going to be in a challenge group, then I'll ask them if would mind making one just for the group, and they don't have to like really use Facebook. Or that's why a lot of people like the Challenge Tracker app too. So I know a lot of coaches are moving to just using the Challenge Tracker app and not Facebook, specifically because of that.
Nicole asked, so having a motto that's catchy is key to attracting people.
Yeah, it's almost like on your post, when you want that first sentence to like really grab someone's attention. So maybe you say something funny or something like a question or just that like punchline that gets people attracted and makes them want to read the rest of your posts. It's like that with your profile too. So, having something that's relatable to you. So I don't even remember what mine says. Something like, from working 3 jobs to CEO, boss babe, dog mom, volleyball player, fitness junkie, G-per, 6'2", coffee addict, empowering others to live their dream life. So, I mean, you can change it to whatever you want, but just putting something relatable to you that's short and, yeah, something that, if other people are like, oh, hey, I'm a volleyball person too, or hey, I'm a Jeep person too, that's kind of why I put those little things up there.
And I think that's important to really think of who you're, like she was talking about, who you would want to, who you want your kind of tribe to be. I mean, I can post a lot about teaching stuff, so I can connect with a lot of teachers that want to, get healthy, or, when they're busy during the school day, and you can't even go to the bathroom during the school day, so let alone trying to figure out how to eat during the day.
Yeah.
I could connect with people like that, so that could be some of my hashtags.
Exactly. Another big thing real fast, I know it's call's about to end, but using the Instagram stories is huge, because you just kind of do like, a day in the life of Cassidy or whatever throughout your day on Instagram story. And then maybe throw in a short, like, hey, if you want to join my, my fitness boot camp, we only have 3 spots left, swipe up to message me or whatever. Like, you can put little things in like that. People like Jen or Amber or any of those people, like, you can look at other coaches, they use the Instagram stories too. And that helps build that relationship and trust too, because it's almost like Facebook Live, where people get to see that you're a real person and kind of what you're about in your story. So that helps build a relationship and trust too. Okay, well, I think this call is about to end in less than a minute. So
that was great. Thanks for everything, Cassidy. I appreciate all your knowledge, because I'm so clueless.
Yeah, I'm still learning too. So
yeah, you've done an awesome job. It's cool. So, well, I know we all thank you for that, and everybody rock your team cup this week.
Yeah, let's all get in Success Club. It's already the 6th. I can't believe it.
Yes, let's do this. Success Club 10 by the 10th is my goal. So let's set our goals and reach them.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.